It's showtime. Hey everybody, it's me, Harry's double 83, um, and I'm pretty crappy. You have to excuse the background. I was coming in and out of the room, and the stupid fly snuck in. I don't know where he is, but after this, I'm gonna have to track him down and kill him. I just want to be away from the heat. Let me see. I'm just gonna test my headphones. I can't hear myself, but I heard that. I don't know if you guys heard it too. I was getting a little caught up trying to make my notes and stuff. Actually, I do have notes, but let me just get around to working this. You see, I have one viewer. Hopefully, it's not me. All right, so this live stream is on July 1st. It's Independence. July 4th is Monday. It's around the corner. I do have a bunch of notes of stuff I want to talk about. Let me get to talking while the people start showing up. I'm gonna type say hello like Chillin Murphy and 28 days later. Hello. I set up the layout differently this time. All right, so the toy haul that I got from last week, from last time. Try this new thing. Toy haul time. Toy haul time. Marble time. Marble time. So last week I ordered a couple of things. They hadn't arrived when I was doing my video. So I'm going to show them off here. Some of them were here, but I hadn't unboxed them yet. So the big thing that I have to show is that I got this. This is external Blu-ray writer, turbo drive, and the stupid webcam doesn't want to focus. Yes, look how clear the background picture is. Dumb webcam. Oh, you want to focus? POS. So I got this off of Amazon. Didn't do an unboxing. I had $50 from Ultra Magnus that I got duped. I got sent to Siege Magnus in a Kingdom package. So I returned that. I thought they were going to put the money in my account, but they were like, no, here's some Amazon credit. So I didn't even know that money was there. So I got it for about $112. They also had on the website on Amazon other Blu-ray drivers, Blu-ray external drives, but they were shipping from China. They were about $60 to $70. But I did see that some people complained that the ones that were like $60 to $70 didn't come with the Blu-ray DVD playing software, and they were upset about it. The picture of this thing on Amazon has a CD. It has a picture of a CD that comes with it. Again, my webcam, my Logitech webcam fails. So I had pictures of CDs that came with it. But when I decided, I made some space on top of my desktop to put the DVD, the Blu-ray drive, and I was like, oh, I'm sure the Blu-ray playing software is there. No, it wasn't. The CDs that come with that are for burning Blu-ray disc, which are kind of okay. I think the average Blu-ray disc can carries about 256 gigabytes, which is more than a USB drive. It's more than a DVD. Um, I think the biggest USB drive is like 126. They're kind of expensive. Micro Center has them for like, I think, 30, 40 bucks. But if you got, I usually buy external hard drives like in the terabytes instead of gigabytes. But if you, this is a good option if you want to store your stuff. I can see how why with Blu-rays. I seen the Avengers 4-pack, 4-movie pack, like all on in one case. I'm guessing they put all the movies. Either they put individual disc inside, or they could fit all the movies on the disc because Blu-ray discs are really big. So I got that, and the bummer was that it didn't come with Blu-ray playing software. I did a Google search. I was looking for software, and most people wanted 30 to 50 bucks. But I did find the free software. Um, I mentioned it on my Facebook. It was Leo Blu-ray player. Yeah. Here we go. I'm going to show this on the screen. So thank goodness, thanks to CNET and me using my Google Fu. Although I make faces for the camera when I share a screen. Google Fu. I found this. This is a Leawo Blu-ray player. It's free for Windows 10. I downloaded it. It works. I think it does have some ads, but considering that you'd have to pay like 30 to 50 bucks for the software otherwise, I think free is always the best option. So I found that. Thank goodness. I'm going to put this here. So, and I did test out the Blu-ray player that I have here by watching the final scene of the movie called Annihilation with Oscar Isaac and Natalie Portman. It's a pretty good sci-fi movie. I liked it. So I got that. I also got, this is the card art. I got Lady J from Amazon. And again, the camera, oh, okay, I guess it has to be in the middle. This is the whole side of the box. So I got Lady J. I'm gonna scan this and I'm gonna put it up somewhere. Usually I put scanned art into my external drive, but maybe I'm gonna make a Facebook page or leave an art, or maybe on Twitter. My Instagram's linked with my Twitter, but whenever I post pictures from Instagram to share on Twitter, I only see a link on Twitter. So, but and here's the artwork for free. It's pretty good. course, there is no credit to the artist, but what you're gonna do? Toy companies need to start learning. I mean, if you credit the artist, then when they go to a convention, people will be like, "Oh, it's that guy," and they'll ask for permissions. But if no one knows who you are, how are they gonna ask you for art and stuff? So I got the figures here, but they're all Ziploc bagged up. Here's Flint. I put some pictures on my Instagram of Flint. And here is and here's Lady J. Ziploc bag with the weapons. These guys are probably going to go to storage since I don't have a lot of space to display stuff. I also got from Walmart about 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joes. Got the Yelly Duke. I don't know why with Classified they didn't just. I mean, I guess they're gonna do it because starting with Roadblock, they're gonna Classify is gonna move to do like the more classic look on the figures because Cobra Commander doesn't look like that. The Classified Cobra Commander, I wish he did, but he doesn't. Destro does kind of look like that. And the Lady J, but not Scarlet or Roadblock or Duke. But that's what they should do. They should give them this look. That should be next for Classified, for G.I. Joe Classified. After they do the movie stuff, which are probably one of the pegs. The next thing I got Cobra Commander. I'm gonna scan this into my computer and probably upload it somewhere. Just keep an eye on my Instagram. That's usually where I post because my Instagram is linked to my Twitter and my Facebook. So there's one post does the work of 3. And finally, I got Lady J. Miss Heartburn. Webcam. So I got them. I already own Destro, Roadblock, and Snake Eyes. And I also picked up from Walmart. I went a little Joe crazy. I picked up the fan, $24.99. I believe Hasbro Post and Walmart still has this in stock. Yo, Joe. And also, I had received it from the CMB store, best store in Canada. I got, what's his name? Galvatron. This is the box art for Galvatron. If you're on my Instagram, you probably already got it. So I'm gonna also scan this for the review that I'm gonna do. I usually use the box art. I'm gonna have to trim it a little, maybe get rid of the kingdom so that it fits in my scanner. But I do like the art. Of course, it's uncredited because, you know, as we're gonna do what as we're gonna do. And here's the box art in the back. His chain. I always think of this chain as like a boat chain, like an anchor chain. It's big. And I do like the 3D renders because they make the figures look good. Impossibly good. As opposed to the pictures of the toys, of the actual toys. Speaking of which, I have Galvatron here in Canon mode. And I also have in here his boat chain, robot mode. I really like Galvatron. I flip the shoulders just to see what's going on, but I usually don't pose the figures just standing up, so it didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me the shoulders, but flipped with the pins out doesn't transform as well because nobody tells you that. I don't know how. There's some pins back here. You see these? They don't exactly fit into this, into that dot, that slot there. They do fit into the pinholes, but not into here. So they're meant to be with the pin to the back, with the hole to the back. So, and I do have two problems with Galvatron. This copy of Galvatron, I can't flip his head into his chest. So short review right there. And this copy of Galvatron, you're supposed to connect these down here, you see? They're supposed to connect to the chest, and they don't. They don't wanna. There's some tabs there. Great. There's some tabs on these all the way up here that connect them to the bottom of the chest, and they don't. So as a tank, these like to flop open. So one copy has issues, this copy has issues. If I only got one, I'd be like, oh, Galvatron is messed up. And I'd cry, but, at least he can turn into decent cannon mode. And I have him with this a little bit out instead of all the way out. So he's pointed out. I'm not really a fan of Galvatron's cannon. Action Figure Expert says, hello, what's up? What's going on? How you doing today? Love that chicken from Popeyes. I do too. The boneless tenders are delish. And Jim T. Shell says, hi, that Galvatron does look good. Galvatron and Magnus, they are chunky leader boys, and I love them. In robot mode, they are perfection. In alt modes, but I love the robot modes. They are great. I love this Galvatron. Even with these two guns on the back, he looks good. With or without his bling. All I wanted from Galvatron was his religious abs, his turtleneck sweater, and his tricorn hat. which in Earthrise, the design that they did for Earthrise, the hat, tricorn hat, looks way too smooth. It looks weird. This one looks good. I'm not going to rely on my stupid webcam because it's not going to focus. Oh, look, what an amazing face Galvatron has. Meanwhile, my stupid webcam is like, hey, look at that picture in the background. What's that? I want to take a picture of that. I want to do that. Let's do that then. Okay, that webcam cost me $50 from Best Buy. And I got it because it was autofocus. Stupid. But Galvatron, he is worth the money. CMD store still has. Target hasn't had anything from Wave 3 yet. And Dorkside Toys, I ordered the Core Class Soundwave. They had it in stock, and I'm still waiting for it to get fulfilled. I ordered it when it was in stock. My order is still unfulfilled as of like June 8th. And there's no way for me to cancel. So as soon as I get that, I'm not going to buy from them anymore. That's it. Thanks, Dorkside. You suck. I got my first Kingdom Ultra Magnus from them, and it took a while, but I don't know. They do have a whole bunch of Dracodon if you want that. If you want that warming POS. Let me see. So I got my Blu-ray player. I got Galvatron, my G.I. Joes. I also got vaccinated, but that didn't go as planned. The first time I did the schedule with Walgreens to get vaccinated, I was trying to find a Monday because my wife and I are both off that day. So I did find a Monday. It automatically scheduled us for 28 days later, which is great because I didn't want to have to try and look for another schedule. So we were scheduled to go in on the 28th, which was last Monday. We had an appointment. Hers was at 2:30, 2:25. Mine was like at 2:35. Last time we went, there was an employee at a desk, and she checked us in. But when we went there on Monday, there was no one there, no one at the desk. There was one guy waiting, and usually where we did the line last time to go sign in, there was already a family waiting there. So basically, we were third in line. I spoke to the manager. He called an employee. But by then, a whole bunch of other people had came in. They were taking walk-ins for some reason. I mean, I understand the walk-ins, but you need to be organized. There was no one there, so there's a whole bunch of people there. The employee that they sent to take care of them sends the first guy, who was actually the second guy, the guy that was waiting in front with us, not the family that was already waiting by where the pharmacist goes. He sent him to go, and then he sent the family, and he told us to get online. And my fiance and my wife, she snuck to get online. She's like, oh, hell, I'm not waiting. And he went and told her to get back online twice. So after all was said and done, I was online. I was so upset. That's when I made my Instagram post about Walgreens getting their stuff together. And we got vaccinated. My arms are still a little sore. But we were done like within the hour. Thankfully, it wasn't like the first time I went to get COVID testing, which we were online for 4 hours to get into this place. It wasn't Walgreens. It was a City MD in New York. But we got vaccinated, and I'm like, thank God I'm done with that because. But Walgreens, if you're listening, which you're not, I'm just yelling into the air like an old man yelling at cloud. Get your shit together. So that's that. Um, that's not even toy haul. Let me get rid of this banner. Now it's time for future. If you're a SpongeBob fan, we get the reference. And Squidward goes, future. So, first thing I want to talk about, Black Widow is coming out on July 9th. I'm considering signing up for Disney Plus. I think it's $7.99 a month. You can see Black Widow for like $29.99, like $30. But I don't know. I've been kind of a Disney kick. I've been kind of on a Disney kick because of Loki. And I think when Loki's done, because I didn't watch The Bad Batch, when Loki's done, I don't know what's next on Disney Plus. So I don't know. But I do have a bunch of their movies. My free copy of Iron Man 2 on Blu-ray showed up today. Ooh, gotta sanitize that. Also, happy Independence Day to all my American viewers and subscribers. In July, we should be seeing some new releases because from Power the Primes way back when, the Hasbro schedule of stuff is usually December, April, July, and then December again. So as we can see, already stuff like the Ark, Rodimus, and G2 Ramjet, and Wave 3 of Kingdom starting to show up. They should be showing up in force by the end of this month and by August. Because just because it's a release date, July is a release date, it still takes time for the toys to get from Vietnam to America. That's why if you live closer to Vietnam, you're able to get the toys quicker. So just wait. It's on its way. Like Denny's money. I mean, like Chris R's money. It's coming. It's coming. Your money's coming. For July, I will be doing a bootleg month. Yep. It's not going to be bootleg week. I'm not the workhorse I used to be. But I'm going to do bootleg month. Mostly it's going to be my oversized KOs and maybe Weight Chain Predicate and the NBK Devastator. So that takes time. I'm going to see if I intersperse between them the Titans that I have. I want to review the Titans. I guess maybe so I can put them away. Also, I've considered that for August, I'm going to do 18 plus month, which I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to see how my analytics change. Usually on my current videos, I'll say it's not for kids, but then the restrictions are not 18 plus. So I don't make videos for kids, but I don't restrict it to just 18 and up. So I'm going to do 18 plus, not for kids. And I'm going to lose my mind. One of the videos that I want to do is a spouse video. I know a lot of people have done videos and podcasts about what their spouses think about their collecting, but they're going to do something that no one's ever done before, something that I'm going to do. I'm gonna say it so you can steal my idea. Let me see how it goes for you if you want to steal it. Because I'm like that. I'm not gonna be, oh, I don't want you to steal my idea. Like a big dummy. You know, because I'm a fountain of ideas. Everyone's coming to me for my ideas. YouTuber who shall not be named. So my big idea, one of them is going to be, I'll probably give the story about the octobotanist. I have to do my homework. I listen to a podcast called What a Creep, and they usually do their homework. They use Wikipedia, and Wikipedia usually links to stories. So if I'm going to get on a rant and yell about how I don't like him, I need facts to back it up. So the video that I'm going to do, I'm going to, what no one's ever done, I'm going to take my wife to the shelf. So I'm not going to show you the junk and garbage, but my stupid webcam is like, ooh, look at this. Hey, look at this lamp thing. Stupid webcam. Focus on the shelf. So I'm going to take my wife to the shelf, and I'm going to ask her how much does she think I paid for each of those toys. Or I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you how much I paid for those toys. Like, this one was this much, this one was that much, and I want to see what she says. I have a bad feeling she's gonna lose it, and I'm gonna have to quit collecting. But you know, people's spouses usually are okay with their hobby, but they don't know how much they spend. It's like third-party toys. I've seen some of them. I think Double Evil is like $300, and I'm like, oh wait. Hot Toys. Usually, Hot Toys figures are like up in the $200 range. So yeah, let's see how that goes. All right, so that's it for future. Let me get rid of this banner. And let's get to the news. News, pew pews. If you're watching this video and you can't stay for the live stream, it's okay. I'm not gonna. I see one person there. I wanted to spread love. I wanted to share the video to my social media, but I couldn't see the video on my video page. I don't know. I have a different account. I went to that account and it's like your premiere. Aries 83 is going to do a premiere. Do you want to share? And I was like, share, yeah, but the account I'm using on this phone doesn't have no social media. It was dumb. I don't know. And I have a feeling that I've seen a lot of other YouTubers have ads at the beginning of their videos. And I'm like, yay, they've reached partner status. But then I remembered YouTube is like, you get ads, and you get ads, and you get ads, and you get ads. So everyone has ads. I'm sure there's people that have ads even though they're not monetized. They're not getting any money because YouTube decided, but yeah, we're just going to slap ads on every video we can. It's greedy. 18 plus month coming soon. So news, we got Kingdom Wave 4. I was trying to find this before I got online. It dummy. But I had to look at that. Reaction Transformers Wave 4 revealed. Probably take a look at that. Open the tab. So my favorite website, thanks to Aaron Archer, is TFW 2005. Let me share this. And let me make it bigger than me. I like reacting. So, all right. So here we got the first look at Kingdom. Wave 4 artwork. Shadow Painter, Waspinator, Tigatron, Slammer, and Pipes, which we all knew was coming down the pipe. Boop, boop, pun intended. But I don't know. People are like, oh, look at this rumor list. I don't believe it. What's it going to cost you to believe a rumor? Are you investing money? Can't you just be like, yeah, Slammer's coming. It's not confirmed. But yeah, if it comes, great. If it doesn't come, no skin off my back. So, I don't know. We knew these guys were coming, but we get official artwork from I believe this was pulled from Transformers website. We got Shadow Panther, which is Cheetor. Oh, V2. I believe now he's black with a new head. Get Waspinator, who's already been reviewed deliciously because the secret ingredient. We got Tigatron, Slammer, who looks pretty good, and Pipes. Boop, boop. This is the guy that I want. Out of all those guys in the wave, I want Pipes. Boop. I want Pipes first, Slammer second, Tigatron third, and Waspinator. Waspinator and Tigatron are the same. They be third, but Shadow Panther is the one that I at least want. So, and here's some art. Proto Man, he says that it looks like Slammer is like a retool. Like his chest is probably Airwave. He does have I like the boxy head. And maybe that his legs were like ironworks or something. It doesn't, the shapes don't look familiar. He has like a sidearm cannon. I can't zoom into the art, but he looks good. I like Slammer. And I own Metroplex, which is great. Hasbro should take note that Metroplex needs to get re-released. I only own one because back in the day, I was collecting everything, so I would just buy one of each. I wasn't the Transformers customizer that I was back then. I was kind of doing Gundams, but just panel lining and maybe painting something, but not completely working on them. So I got Metroplex. It was a gift from my then fiance, my wife, and I'd like to get another Metroplex. When people said that he was like $50 at Costco, I was like, I can't believe it. There's pictures out there, but Metroplex needs to be released. And then maybe Metroplex and Fortress Maximus, maybe. A lot of people have gotten Trypticon because of his busted hip. They've gotten him cheap. But if you're not going to make any more Titans, release the old ones. Just re-release them. Could be in the Generations line. You're doing it with Black Zarek. So, we're getting a new Hasbro post-con. Hopefully, it's in the fall. But I think on Twitter I told them, New York, please. Red Alerts showed up at EB Games in Canada, which I've mentioned before. I do love Walgreens because their exclusives usually just drop everywhere at the same time. I know it's EB Games, but I'm sure if you hunt a couple of EB Games in Canada, you'll eventually find Red Alert. um, we're getting a Draculus. I want to see what he looks like. I'm sure it's mine white. I don't really care. The only reason I got the X-Jet was because it was on clearance. I don't care about the Tyrannicon or the Soundwave and the Amazon Optimus Prime. It's like they're exclusives. I really don't care for them. There's a yellow Soundwave from Network. I don't know. And there's a big mystery about who was retooled, repainted as JP-93 from the Jurassic Park Transformers crossover box set. And I'm like, it's a new mode, can't you see? Why would you care? But some people had said it looks like it's Cyberverse Prowl, the deluxe class, the one that came in the box that I've never seen. So yeah. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Yes, breaking news. I'm gonna go to TFW 2005 and take a look at that. So Super 7, their reaction transformers, they reviewed Wave 4, which is Fallen Optimus Prime. Isn't that the same as the Target exclusive? But I guess this one has his chest open. We got Galvatron, which the artwork looks great, the figure not so much. King Starscream. They have Starscream, he's pretty good. I've never been a fan of the coronation armor. Looks kind of dumb. The crown I did like on the Supreme Starscream from Cybertron, but I don't know. The cape and the shoulder thing are kind of goofy. And Hot Rod, which he looks good. I like this Hot Rod. I'm not a big fan of Super 7 because their action figures are like $17.99. I do own a couple. I think I've showed these off before. I got this guy at FAO Schwartz for $12.99 because they were clearing some of him out. And I got this guy from Target for $12.99 because my camera sucks. It's not focusing on him. Oh, there you go. But perfect price for these guys, $7 to $8, not 17. That's too much. So, yay, you're making a new wave, but boo, I'm not buying it. There has been some argument about the casting of Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal, and I'm like, I don't mind because I don't know what logic people have. They think that voice actors are going to make a script good. It's like, yeah, you get Frank Welker and Peter Cullen in a Transformers live action movie. It's going to be great, Have you watched The Last Night? It doesn't matter. What does matter is the story and how it's executed. But if I were Hasbro with Bumblebee, I would have gotten a new Optimus. And with this new movie, which is supposed to be a sequel to Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast. Yeah, Ron Perlman is great. You know, he's an Optimus Prime. He's gonna be Optimus Prime. In Transformers 2007, they had Hugo Weaving, and then he left. I don't know what happened. I'm sure there was some kind of dispute. It was probably money. So if you would have started off with new characters voicing, new people voicing those characters, I think the fans would have eased into it more. It's like animated had a different voice for Optimus Prime. Beast Wars had a different voice for Optimus Prime. You got the voice of Bumblebee for the end of Prime and Robots in Disguise. You kept them consistent, but they started somewhere. It's kind of like if you're a fan of The Matrix, when the actress who played the Oracle in 1 and 2, she passed away, and they replaced her with another actress who a lot of people, she didn't do as good a job being like the Oracle, because the Oracle in the first and second movie, she was like kind of a sassy mom, you know, like type. But the Oracle in the third movie, I don't know. I don't know how to describe her. So when you change midway, that messes up people. It's like they changed Terrence Howard for Don Cheadle in Iron Man. And if it was just Iron Man 1 and 2, and then through 1 and 2, maybe people would have been like, we should get Terrence Howard back. But Don Cheadle's been with the franchise from 2 on. He's been there. He's been Rhodey. A lot of people don't even remember Terrence Howard. So you have to, where you start, that's where you should stick. So I guess since they got Cullen for Bumblebee, they're going to keep him for the next movies. But if I were doing Bumblebee, I would have cast someone new as Optimus for Bumblebee. And like I've mentioned before, the Optimus voice, that's Peter Cullen's brother. So change it, switch it. But no, I don't know. People get their feelings hurt, just like me. I get upset when I see people raging about unimportant stuff, like pain apps, or the cost of a figure. It's like, oh my gosh, this guy isn't worth the $50. Or what's with that paint and stuff? Oh, this is money. Everything is money. This is money. The matrix that comes here is money. So the cost goes there. The cost of the figure, it's all there. It's all on the figure. Some people have been complaining that, the Jurassic Park times Transformers pack is like $104. That's crazy. And I'm like, you remember they said they were going to start raising prices, right? That's why Goldbug is, I think Goldbug is like $30. The Shattered Glass Goldbug. What? I don't remember that. Next month, baby. And so Ron Perlman, he's a great voice. He's a great actor. He's a great voice actor. Gary Chalk is a great actor. I've seen him in Freddy versus Jason. He's great in that movie. So he's good. I've heard that Chalk has given Perlman his blessing, but the fans are still like, it's not my Optimus Primal. And I'm like, you know what? If you can't change, then die. Just stick with the old thing. ride your horse and buggy because you don't like cars because that's new. Stupid. So Ron Perlman, his best work for me is the TV show A Thousand Ways to Die. He was like the narrator for season 2 to 3. But he's pretty. He seems like a cool guy. His Twitter is awesome also. And finally, to end the show, so we're 15 minutes in. I got nobody. Ain't got nobody. I set my alarm for 8:45. My one viewer, thank you. You are a treasure. You keep me going. So the last thing I want to talk about is I'm on TFW 2005. Let me see if I go to it before I spill the beans. When you press the beans, you get the beans. Oh. All right, where is it? If you've noticed, I usually don't talk about stuff that I'm not interested in buying. I'm not going to be talking to you about third parties' toys because I don't buy third party. I'm not going to be talking to you about shattered glass because I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to waste your time because it's not that I don't think it's worth it. If it's good for you, go ahead. I don't get the shattered glass concept. Most of these Transformers X, other things, other franchises. I got Gigawatt because I like the DeLorean. I haven't gotten the Ecto one. I got the X Jet because it was like I think $20 or $32 on Target. So Jin T Show says I had fun listening. Thanks. The last thing I want to talk about is this beautiful thing. Look at you. You're beautiful. I'm going to go, I was going to go full screen, but this is Generations Buzzworthy Origin Bumblebee revealed. So in the Drilling 30, we're going to get Bumblebee. It's a new mode. He turns into his little space hover car. He comes with these bars, these energy rods, and a little gun. His face is kind of weird though, but it looks good. I like it. I like that it's a new mode. I also like that it's trying to be a Volkswagen Bug with the feet, because in episode 1, everyone's walking around with their Earth alt modes on them, but they transform into something that's not earthly. He has a big old box. I've heard that boxes take up a big part of a figure's budget. But for me, if you put a Generations figure in a box like one of those Titans that they sell at the store, I'd be good with that. Or a Generation Selects box, as long as it's taped, I'd be okay with that. Or just a little window so you can see that you're getting what you're buying. That way you don't buy Kingdom Ultra Magnus and get Earth. I mean, you don't buy Kingdom Ultra Magnus and get Siege Magnus. But he does turn into a little winged vehicle. And he comes with this jetpack, which hopefully we'll be able to get to sideswipe. I've heard there's no price yet on this guy, but I have heard that He's probably gonna be probably gonna be more expensive than a Voyager. I mean, than a Deluxe. Deluxe is MSRP are 1999 in some places. Sometimes there's Targets that have them for 23.99. Some of them for 19. It's weird, but hopefully it's worth the $20. I know I'm gonna get it. Thankfully, I have Targets everywhere, and I got Target.com that I could go to. I hope that whoever wants it will be able to pick it up. But the thing, I like that Bumblebee. It's one of the newest things that I've seen that I like, besides pipes. Boop, boop. So that's it. I kept down to an hour. I imagine most of my subscribers, my fans, either don't know I'm here or they're like in the pool, in the beach, having fun. So, live your life, enjoy it, because you only live once. Even though I'm vaccinated, I've read that I have to wait at least like 3 weeks or a month until I'm fully protected. But I'm still going to keep wearing my mask because I don't like being sick. And to be honest, ever since the pandemic started, I haven't gotten sick. Sometimes I get a cough. My wife says it's allergies, but I'm not allergic to anything. It's probably dust. But wear a mask, even if you're vaccinated. I know you don't want to, but if you're going to be around people, wear it until you're uncomfortable wearing it. And if they're like, hey, take off your mask, and you're like, oh, okay. And then, keep your distance because germs are bad. I'm Aries Double 83. I'll be hanging around the internet on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Username Aries0083. And I'll see you later, Carburetor. Enjoy the weekend. Have fun. Be safe.